If a King of Miami title was on the line at UFC 272, it now belongs to Colby Covington, although Jorge Masvidal most certainly would disagree. Masvidal had one big moment, but Covington overall used his superior grappling and fast pace to control the fight en route to a 49-46, 50-44, 50-45 unanimous decision win in their welterweight headliner Saturday night at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Covington vs. Masvidal was billed as a fight between former best friends turned bitter rivals, guaranteed to bring the heat. It ended up being a mostly one-sided affair between the former best friends and American top team teammates turned enemies. As the fight came to an end with Covington and Mount, they had to remain separated by security.
I see a lot of pain. I'm going to inflict so much pain on Jorge Masvidal. He's not going to be the same person ever again. He keeps talking about a baptism. It's not going to be a baptism. It's going to be a funeral. It's Jorge Masvidal's career-ending funeral. It's going to be violent. And I'm not going to finish it quick. I could easily finish it quick because I do it all the time behind closed doors when we used to train. But this one, I'm going to drag it out. I'm going to make him suffer. And you'll probably be the first time in UFC history you see a guy in a main event just verbally tap out and say he can't take no more of a beating.
Covington set the tone right from the start once he got Masvidal down to the mat in the first round. Covington was consistently threatened with chokes and small hammer fists, but the damage was never that heavy. Still, it sent a message about what Masvidal was in for. Round 2 was much closer, however, with Masvidal landing hard leg kicks. Masvidal clipped Covington with a hard elbow at one point. The fight was briefly stopped because of a low blow by Covington, but Masvidal came out of it strong, leading some of his best striking in the fight. Round 3 was all Covington, who mauled Masvidal for almost all 5 minutes. But round 4 is where things got interesting for a moment, after Masvidal landed a hard counter right hook that dropped Covington to one knee late in the round. Masvidal, however, couldn't pounce for a finish because of fatigue, which allowed Covington to recover. In round 5, Colby quickly closed the distance, got the fight to the mat, and finished strong to secure a lopsided decision win.
I was off beat with the wrestling. I needed to wrestle harder. It wasn't there, the wrestling. But I want to say thank God for everything. I gotta thank everybody for coming out. Sorry to my kids, the only people I'll say sorry to. And shit, my wrestling wasn't there today, I was flat.
With his octagon mic time, Covington shifted his attention to another former ATT teammate in Dustin Poirier, with whom he's also feuded in recent months. That probably did not bother a single person at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, or anyone watching the pay-per-view for that matter. Everyone just slid a little closer to the edge of their seats, if sitting was even an option for fans who had been waiting for the rapt anticipation for this grudge match. The fight itself, many thought it didn't live up to the fiery build-up. Oh sure, there were mean stares exchanged at the end of each round. What happened in the lead up to their fiery chatter between rounds was little else but full control by Covington, who used 6 takedowns and positional mastery to secure a lopsided dominant decision. But maybe we were better off not hearing. The vile insults went over the line of decency. But the worst of it was Covington, who is known for dragging the sport through the mud with him. He brought Masvidal's ex-wife and children into his crass trash talk. By contrast, Masvidal occasionally tried to position himself as the voice of reason.
You don't have to be that guy, especially in our beautiful sport that we have. You don't need that. It's already 2 men or 2 women are gonna get locked in the cage and beat the crap out of each other.
But Masvidal went against his own words, as he was recently arrested for sucker punching Colby in the street. Covington dined with the podcasters, the Nelk Boys, at Poppy's Steak in Miami. After the meal, Masvidal allegedly approached Covington, his opponent at UFC 272 earlier this month, and attacked him. According to Andy Slater of Fox Sports 640 South Florida Radio, Masvidal is facing a felony arrest if Covington cooperates with police, and his accusations are found to be true.
The one and only Local 10 is there as UFC superstar Jorge Masvidal heads to jail.
Though Covington is not named as the victim in a police report obtained by ESPN, Masvidal tagged him in a tweet Monday night with an accompanying video in which he said, "We call this the show your face challenge. You talk you have to back it up. That's how my city rolls." According to the police report, the victim told cops he was sucker punched twice in the face by Masvidal, suffering a fractured tooth in the process. Masvidal is alleged to have said, "You shouldn't have been talking about my kids," during the attack. TMZ Sports obtained multiple videos of the incident. In one, Covington was heard saying, "He's over here swinging, trying to come at me, and I ran out the back." Another video obtained by TMZ Sports showed Masvidal getting held back after the alleged fight.
Holy shit.
Covington later turned to social media star Bob Menry, who was with him at the restaurant and had posted about being there, and asked, "How would Masvidal even know I'm here?" What do you think about everything that has happened between these two? Does all this lead up to a rematch, or was it clear how Colby dominated Jorge the first time? Let us know in the comments section what you think. Dustin Poirier reacted to Covington's post-UFC 272 call-out. Dustin Poirier has some words to share in response to Colby Covington's call-out. Covington took care of business on March 5th. In the UFC 272 headliner, Covington took on his former friend and training partner, Jorge Masvidal. Covington had a couple of shaky moments, but for the most part, his pressure and grappling were too much for Gamebred to handle. Covington emerged victorious via unanimous decision. During his post-fight interview with Joe Rogan, Covington took aim at Poirier, who was another former American top team teammate.
I just took care of Miami street trash. Now it's time to take care of Louisiana swamp trash. Where are you at, Dustin Poirier? You said it's on site. Name the site, Dustin. Bring that wife and bring that little kid. It's Carter's kid, and I'll see you soon. You're next.
After using his time on the mic immediately following his victory on March 5th to target the Diamond, Covington stepped it up a notch at the post-fight press conference, where he brought out his trademark insults for the Louisianan.
So, I figure I'll get another tune-up fight with Dustin Poirier, who said it's on site, and he weighs more than me. He's just a bully who cuts a lot of weight. I don't cut any weight because I know I'm the best in the world, and I don't need to have a weight advantage over anybody. So, Dustin, name the site, bring that wife and bring Connor's little kid, Parker.
Poirier was in attendance for UFC Vegas 50. The Diamond was interviewed by ESPN backstage and discussed Covington calling him out.
I mean, it's cute,
Good way to put it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's it is what it is. People want big fights. That's a big fight. He wants a big fight. Obviously he's not in line for the title fight. He lost twice to the champ, so he probably needs a few more wins. But I would think, if you want to get back to that strap, you got to fight welterweight contenders. I don't know what I'm doing. If I'm gonna go into welterweight, if I'm staying at 55, we'll see. But it is what it is.
Colby Covington is known for trying to make things personal. He even went as far as to accuse Poirier's wife of sleeping with Conor McGregor. Poirier had admitted that this beef with Chaos is personal. In fact, he's even said he wouldn't fight Covington unless it took place on the streets. Poirier says it's on site whenever he sees Covington. What do you think of Covington calling out Dustin? Who do you think would win and how? Drop your prediction in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.